Decades after the fall of humanity, a new war brews, not between man and ape, but within the apes themselves. As alliances form and betrayals unfold, a hidden enemy emerges with one goal: total domination. Can peace prevail, or will the planet fall into chaos once again? Stay tuned as we unravel the gripping story of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes 2024. Decades have passed since Caesar led the apes to freedom in war for the planet of the apes. The apes now stand as the dominant species on Earth, having built a flourishing society that blends their natural instincts with a unique form of governance and culture. The once vibrant human civilization is now a shadow of its former self. Small groups of humans, scattered across the desolate planet, struggle to survive amidst the ruins of their lost world. The chapter begins with a sweeping view of the ape society. Their cities are nestled deep within nature, a harmonious blend of towering trees, waterfalls, and structures designed with an innate respect for the environment. This world is vastly different from human civilization. It emphasizes community, cooperation, and balance with nature. The apes have developed systems of governance that value wisdom over power, with leaders chosen based on their ability to unify and protect. However, beneath this serene exterior lies a brewing tension. Generations of apes who never experienced the suffering of war have grown more ambitious, questioning the peaceful ideals laid down by their predecessors. These younger apes believe their society should expand its influence and ensure the complete subjugation of humans to avoid future conflicts. Meanwhile, humanity clings to survival in isolated pockets. Some humans view the apes with fear and hatred, longing for a return to the days when humans ruled the earth. Others are resigned to their diminished existence, living in harmony with the New World Order. A small but growing faction of humans, however, seeks to unite these scattered remnants, seeing the current situation as an opportunity to reclaim their place in the world. Adding to the complexity, a series of strange events begins to unfold. Apes from various settlements start to go missing without a trace. These disappearances create fear and suspicion, spreading rumors of a hidden enemy lurking in the shadows. Some believe humans are retaliating, while others whisper of an ancient prophecy that foretells the rise of a great threat. This chapter sets the stage for an epic tale, painting a vivid picture of a world transformed while teasing the conflicts and mysteries that lie ahead. It leaves viewers with a sense of awe and intrigue, eager to uncover the challenges awaiting this new era of apes. The peaceful existence that the ape colonies had worked so hard to establish is shattered when an unexpected threat begins to emerge from the shadows. For years, the apes had lived in relative harmony, with the wisdom of their leader guiding them toward prosperity. But beneath the surface of unity, a darker force stirs, one that had been hiding in plain sight. The rogue apes, a group of apes abandoned during the Great Wars, have quietly grown in strength and numbers, their intelligence enhanced by the remnants of human technology. Their leader, Kronos, emerges as a ruthless, charismatic figure with a singular goal: domination. Kronos believes that apes, rather than humans, should rule the earth. He sees the apes of the colonies as weak and complacent, choosing coexistence with humans instead of asserting their rightful power. He's built an army of enhanced apes, stronger, faster, and more intelligent than the average ape. With their advanced weaponry, scavenged from human ruins, they are poised to make their move. Kronos' vision for the future is one of conquest, where apes control the land and humans are either enslaved or wiped out. But the first signs of this looming threat are subtle. A few scattered attacks on isolated colonies raise suspicion, but no one understands the magnitude of the danger. At first, the ape leader, Caelus, dismisses the reports as minor skirmishes. But when a group of his scouts goes missing in the forest, Caelus can no longer ignore the growing unease. He knows that something far more dangerous is unfolding, a war that could tear apart the very fabric of the society they've worked so hard to rebuild. Desperate to uncover the truth, Caelus sends a team of his best scouts to investigate the disappearances. As they journey deeper into the wild, they find evidence of the rogue apes' presence, strange markings, stolen supplies, and abandoned campsites. The further they go, the more the scouts realize they are not just up against wild animals, but a highly organized and deadly force. When they finally encounter Kronos' faction, the confrontation is inevitable. The scouts are outmatched, and many are captured, leading to the first real taste of the rogue apes' power. The chilling realization sets in. The rogue apes are not just attacking, they are preparing for war. As Kronos' army grows stronger and bolder, the peace the colonies have known begins to unravel. The balance between apes and humans now hangs in the balance, with the future uncertain. The disappearances in the ape colonies continue, sending shockwaves of fear and paranoia throughout their society. Once thriving communities grow tense as whispers of an unknown enemy spread. The ape leader, determined to uncover the truth, sends a team of elite scouts to investigate the mysterious disappearances. Their mission takes them into uncharted territories, wild, overgrown regions abandoned after the Great Wars, where the remnants of human civilization have been overtaken by nature. As the scouts traverse treacherous terrain, they discover eerie signs of activity, abandoned campsites, strange markings on trees, and tracks leading into dense forests. Their investigation leads them to an astonishing discovery, a hidden enclave of apes that are vastly different from those in the colonies. These apes, known as the enhanced, are physically larger, faster, and possess a level of intelligence and aggression far beyond the norm. They are the result of human experimentation during the wars, abandoned and forgotten after the collapse of human society. These rogue apes have created a militarized society, using advanced technology scavenged from human ruins. Unlike the peaceful colonies, the enhanced apes have a singular focus: domination. They view both the main ape society and the remaining humans as threats to their survival. Their leader, a fierce and charismatic figure named Kronos, harbors deep resentment for the main ape colonies, believing they abandoned his kind to suffer at the hands of humans. The scouts manage to return to the colonies with this information, but not without losses. Some are captured by the rogue apes, while others barely escape with their lives. Their harrowing tales confirm the worst fears of the ape leader. The enhanced apes are not just surviving, they are preparing for war. The discovery of the enhanced apes sends ripples through the colonies. Fear quickly turns into division, as some apes call for immediate retaliation while others argue for diplomacy. The leader grapples with the moral dilemma of whether to attack their own kind or risk an attempt at negotiation. Amid these deliberations, the rogue apes launch a surprise raid on an outlying colony, leaving devastation in their wake. This bold act of aggression signals their intent to conquer and leaves the ape leader with little time to act. The realization dawns: this hidden enemy is not just a threat to the apes, it could destroy everything they've built. As tensions reach a breaking point, the once united ape society finds itself on the brink of internal collapse. The existence of the rogue apes is no longer a secret, and their advanced technology and militarized approach send shockwaves through the colonies. The ape leader, torn between his peaceful ideals and the need to protect his people, must make a crucial decision: negotiate with the rogue faction or prepare for an all-out war. In an attempt to avoid conflict, the leader sends emissaries to the rogue apes with an offer of dialogue. These overtures are met with hostility, as the rogue faction, embittered by years of isolation and experimentation at the hands of humans, rejects any notion of unity. They blame both the main ape society and humans for their suffering, declaring their intention to seize control of the planet by force. Meanwhile, a surprising development arises. A human rebel group, led by a cunning and charismatic survivor, seeks an alliance with the ape leader. The humans, aware of the growing threat posed by the rogue apes, offer their support in exchange for a fragile truce. This proposal divides the ape community further. Some view the humans as untrustworthy and dangerous, while others see this as an opportunity to forge a new path of coexistence. The preparations for war intensify as both sides bolster their forces. The rogue apes launch a series of calculated attacks on outlying colonies, demonstrating their strategic brilliance and advanced weaponry. These skirmishes leave devastating losses on both sides, further fueling hatred and mistrust. Amid the chaos, a small faction of peace-seeking apes and humans works tirelessly to find a diplomatic solution, but their efforts seem futile in the face of rising bloodlust. The situation becomes even more complicated when a shocking betrayal from within the ape society comes to light. A trusted advisor to the leader has been secretly colluding with the rogue apes, feeding them vital information in exchange for promises of power. This betrayal not only endangers the apes' defensive strategies but also shatters the leader's confidence in his inner circle. As the chapter ends, the stage is set for an inevitable confrontation. The leader, faced with impossible choices, must decide whether to uphold his vision of peace or embrace war as the only means of survival. The looming battle promises to determine the fate of both apes and humans, with consequences that will shape the planet's future. The long-awaited battle begins, shattering the fragile peace that had once defined the ape society. The rogue faction, led by the ruthless Kronos, launches an all-out assault on the colonies, using their advanced weaponry and cunning strategies to devastating effect. The ape leader, burdened by the weight of his choices, rallies his people for a desperate defense, knowing that the outcome of this conflict will determine the fate of both apes and humans. The battle unfolds in a cinematic spectacle, with dense forests, ruined human cities, and vast open plains serving as the backdrop. The rogue apes, with their superior strength and technology, initially gain the upper hand, but the united forces of the colonies and their human allies push back with surprising resilience. This alliance, though uneasy, proves critical as humans contribute their knowledge of guerrilla tactics and old-world technology to counter Kronos' forces. Amid the chaos, the ape leader confronts Kronos in a dramatic showdown. The confrontation is as much ideological as it is physical. Kronos argues that his path of dominance and fear is the only way for apes to ensure survival, while the leader insists that peace and coexistence, however difficult, are the true path forward. Their battle, both verbal and physical, becomes the heart of the story, symbolizing the clashing philosophies of destruction and reconciliation. As the fight rages on, a shocking twist occurs. An ancient human weapon, long buried and forgotten, is accidentally activated during the chaos. This weapon, capable of mass destruction, threatens to wipe out both factions. The realization forces apes and humans alike to halt their conflict and work together to deactivate the weapon before it's too late. This moment of unity, born out of desperation, serves as a turning point in the story. With the weapon disarmed and the rogue apes defeated, the survivors are left to pick up the pieces. Kronos, defeated but not broken, retreats with his followers, vowing to return. The ape leader, though victorious, reflects on the heavy cost of the battle and the lives lost. The documentary concludes on a hopeful yet uncertain note. Apes and humans begin to rebuild together, forging a fragile alliance rooted in mutual respect. The leader's vision of coexistence seems within reach, but the lingering threat of Kronos and the scars of the conflict remind viewers that peace is fragile and must be fought for every day.